great day, everyone. I just want to be free. What's that song? There's a song. It reminds me of high school. Let's make sure that everything is transferred over properly. I'm just getting everything set up on Twitter. And there you go. It did not. So let's edit this. Got it. Circle and OKLO. Boom. Update that. Let's pin that. Boom, boom. Let's get some music. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. All right. So that is going well. All right. So right now, let's bring this on over. Let's move this over. Great day to you all. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Thursday. Thursday, the 12th of June. We got an 8-day. Oh, yeah. I was live on TikTok in the evening. I'm really seeing if I can, you know what, maybe, just maybe, let's go over here. TikTok. It's not letting me, hold on. I'm going to see if I can stream from another. I'm going to see if I can finagle this to allow. Okay. Allow. Let's go audio. I'm going to see if I can stream from my other computer. Where there's a will, there's a way. So please bear with me. We will definitely check out OKLO, the top mover for today. All right, let me maybe log out over here. See, maybe it will let me log into like everything. If I can be logged in on two computers at once, maybe not. Live and learn. Okay, so let's clear this up over here. We do have some 8 energy today. While that is working, I will clean this up. All right, let's get rid of all the bolds. Clear it. Let's clear this stuff. Circle is definitely on there again today. GameStop. Hey, 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 hey. All right, let's go live. Let's see if I can get the live working over here. Go live, live studio. So you can't do it on a Mac. Help center. All right, well, I think that might just be a bummer that I can't do that. All right, maybe. All right. Never mind. I'll deal with it at another time. Okay, so crypto fear and greed is at 61. That to me is saying, hey, we're going to see this move to the upside. Let's go to regular fear and greed. So it's interesting. Remember, there was another time where that's not what I wanted. I wanted fear and greed. CNN, fear and greed. Boom, boom, boom. Ain't good to be crazy. Boom, boom. All right. I didn't want that. Okay. 62. Bigger move, just like today's energy. So it kind of feels like, they're waiting for a catastrophe. We had the Air India going to London crash this morning. And Right now we've got OKLO, which had a big day yesterday, pulling back right now. Hold on. Boom, boom, ain't it great to be crazy? Boom, boom. Sorry, that song is stuck in my head. Probably not a great song to be singing, huh? To want to be in the stock market every day, I don't know, maybe you got to be a little crazy, right? Okay, so since earnings, it's down here at 50.23. And since yesterday, right, they sold at 66.58. I'm doing some afternoon recaps on my TikTok. So come at 3:15, I'm going to try to be there again live today so we can look at swing trades. Let's go over the indexes right here. Indexes, points of control. We've got 589.38. So that's the same. And 589.93. 589.93 there. All right, let's go to the Qs. And if you guys can give me a shout out, hey Jane, I want to just double check and make sure that the chats are working. So that's a great way to help me out with that, please. And thank you. 519 and 519.37. Beautiful. Let's go to the Russell. All right, to the Russell, we've got 208.64, check, check, and 208.72. All right, let's go to the Dow over here. All right. Oracle's moving to the upside. Dow, big money Dow, 423.41 and 425.40. Beautiful. All right, let's go to Oracle. Just drop my pen. Up 18 points off of earnings. Oh yeah. You know what? I feel like we need some tunes. What do you guys think? Tune, tune, do, 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 do. All right, 1.65 billion and 188.97. Let's get some tunies. I don't feel like island. No island music for today. Let's go. Hey, Asaph. Yes, the book is done. Beach Boys for Mr. Wilson. You know what, Jay? I would love to play like real music, but unfortunately I am on YouTube, so I can't do that because of copyrights. So we got coffee shop jazz today. All right, let's go to IonQ as well. I gotta pick up my pen, it bugs me. All right, there we go. I love the requests though. All right, so IonQ pulling back as well. We're gonna look at Circle. The latest low float craziness. All right, IonQ up here, 40.19. All right, let's go to Circle. Let's go for full circle, right? We were looking at this. I said, hey, if we can close up above over here, potential to move to the upside. However, it pulled back this morning. All right, 84.8 million. And that is hanging out at 116.88. Feels a little loud there. Yep, SPY dropped, right? A reversal pattern there. And you could tell by the candlesticks too. All right, let's look at what else is going on. Voyager Technologies, IPO. So let's go back over here. Let's go to 5-minute candle. Correction, let's even go to a 1-minute candle. We can go back that far. And let's throw that point of control on from day one. First minute of trading, 57.61. Let's bring this back to 5-minute over here. Sometimes it's easier. I like to look at, brand new one. Hey, it was up here and then they brought it down. So now 57.61. on our 5-minute chart. We're up $3.82 from close. Let's go to the IPO. Calendar, recently priced, Voyager, 11 million. All right, that one is, so we can see the IPOs are starting to really move and people are having interest in them. 57.61, probably why we already have 300,000. So Oracle is earnings. We got to get that a bold. We got to give this a yellow. There are no options. So the first 3 days of an IPO, there are no options because they are waiting for the shares to settle in people's accounts before they can allow them to become optional. Makes sense, right? Gold, I did talk about gold yesterday after hours, talking about the gold and silver. This is 330 million. Gold and silver are looking primed. Silver is looking like a major rounded bottom. And gold, on the gold futures, they have been buying, right? So the January, wow. All right. So the January gold level is down here at 29.22 and 80 cents. Someone was asking me about their position. They were in at 33.43. I said, as long as you use that $14 mark as a stop out, in my opinion, this thing's going higher, right? And we have a cup handle. We've got a nice wedge. I would look for this. I'd say 127, 300 points. I would be looking for this to go to, let's say, 36.94. Almost, oh, I don't know, 36.94 up here. I would look for that as a target based off of targets for patterns and technical trading. So I would call it out, say roughly 3,700 for gold coming up. All right, let's look at SAP. SAP, oh, wrong SAP. Let's go to the SAP for the New York Stock Exchange. Let's try that again. However, if we go back here and we look, TSX, I'm looking to see if we have a German one. What did it do? Nothing really there. Sometimes, like with Indian stocks, you can see with the Indian trading day where they close, likely the same pattern will happen in the US. So we had massive volume yesterday on SAP right here, and we are testing the high. So people could have sold. However, I want to make sure I'm on the New York Stock Exchange one, right? Let's do this again. Just make sure I have the right one. Boom. Okay. And we are moving to the upside. We have very low volume on that though. Not a good mover because we don't have that much volume. Gold, definitely CRWV. CRWV. Let's go there. Here we go. Moving back up. Better. 265. Point of control down here. 118. 37. Newmont Gold, Novo Nordisk. Do you know anyone that takes the Ozempic, Mounjaro? Look at that. Ooh, we're coming to a test here. I'm thinking, all right, if we can go above 81.50 and close up above there, it's going to go to 84. Otherwise, potential for a retracement back down maybe to that 76 zone. Big picture over there. All right, point of control from our earnings is all the way down here. Look at that, 64.21. And thank you guys for checking in the chat. I really appreciate that. All right, GMEU, so GameStop is pulling back. Ooh, ouchie. You know, Roaring Kitty's buying of the options, trying to create the gamma squeeze, doesn't seem to be working so well, does it? Looks like a lot of people are getting burned. Why not just, hey, trade with the big guys instead of against them, right? We can see from yesterday's earnings, 27.57 over here. So do you want to go long? I don't want to go long if I know that they've sold up there. 27.57. I'm going to do a quick screenshot there and just say, hey, hey. Let's do a quick screenshot there. GME for, oh, hold on. For all those in GME, looks like they sold at earnings 27.57. Join my daily lives at 8:15 Eastern to answer your questions and give you my opinion of where the big guys bought or sold. See you soon. With a smiley face, of course, right? Because I'm a happy girl. Happy girl. All right, there we go. Boom. All right. So, Boeing with the crash. Last time we had a major drop in Boeing. It was, okay, so Boeing's also going to affect the Dow because it's one of the 30. So the last time we had a major move down was with the Malaysian airline. I think it was Malaysian airline. This is weird, this music. Sorry, I gotta change it. Don't like that song. A little bit more relaxed. All right, and a reminder, if you guys like the live stream, no matter what platform you're on, give me a follow, give me a like, and share it out. Please. If you've watched Reacher, you have to use your manners. Please give me a follow. Please give me a like. 204.46. All right, so I'm going to tweet out what we are covering today. I'll get into a little bit about who I am. So I have been in the trading world since 2000. Second job out of college, I was working at a bank before as an assistant manager. And I was like, this is super boring, right? Fresh out of college, I was like, this is really boring. And then I was driven to go and live in Atlanta. And who was hiring? The stock brokerage companies. And I thought, well, this is great. I'm going to go there. The paycheck looks amazing. And so that's what I did. And I ended up learning a lot. I got my license, my Series 7 license, and it was partner with a broker of 25 years or take a layoff because the dot-com bubble imploded. So they had the WorldCom stock options in our office, and they had to cut back because they could not afford all of the staff. Much like the cutting that we see in many companies, right? And so I decided to take a voluntary layoff, go to culinary school. I was too young. I wasn't ready to settle into the profession just yet, and ended up leaving. Fast forward to being 8 months pregnant, working for an airline, low man on the totem pole, and again, layoffs were happening. So I thought, hey, what am I going to do? How am I going to support the family? Well, I'd had a good trade of 25,000 and turned it into 250,000. And my hubby reminded me, hey, maybe you look into trading. I was like, yeah, but I want to be a day trader. So then I came back to the day trading world 10 years ago. That's it. Been here ever since. So these live streams are to help everyone. I know what it's like to learn, and so that's why I'm here, to help you guys. There's nothing better than giving back to fellow people interested in changing their lives, because it all starts up here. All right. Let's look at Bitcoin. So what do I do? What do I look at? Well, look at that. I even said, hey, we're probably going to see this high. We have a nice reversal candle. Boom, coming back down. We have not broken down below yet, as long as we stay above over here. All right, so what do I do? Well, roaring kitty exposed that the market is manipulated. It is the person with the biggest wallet that is going to control the price action. So if those big guys are buying, it's going to go up. If those big guys are selling, it's going to go down, right? So where are those big guys? Volume point of control. I just finished my book last night. It is ready to go. I have to figure out the sales aspect of it and get the submission into Google. And in the meantime, I will make it available just as a PDF. So it is all coming. I will not be live tomorrow. I will make sure that it happens tomorrow during the day. Okay. So keep your eyes and ears open. I will go live and let you guys know that it is available and how to access it and show you how to get there. All right. So it's inexpensive, $11, but it tells you how to put this on your chart and how to trade around it. So get ready. So these big money points of control right here for April is below us at 103, 9, 23, 52. I use the 24-hour for my swing trading, and I use the right chart here for my day trading. Somebody yesterday on my live stream was like, what are all these lines that you have on there? The pivots and camarillas. Well, they're on there because floor traders use them and other traders use them, and then it becomes sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, like the 200 exponential moving average or 200 simple moving average, the golden cross, the death cross. And so it becomes something that people use because everybody uses it, right? So the big money intraday point of control right now is at 107, 866, and 30 cents right there. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Also, if you guys can help me out, go over to TikTok. Please hit that follow button. I need to get it to 1,000 so I can also share it over there. That would be a great thank you. If you guys like the live stream, please share it. The whole point is to help as many people as possible. We get to see where the big guys are and trade with them, not against them. So they have faster moves and achieve their targets faster. So do we, right? It's a win-win. However, everybody in the stock market follows me and does the same thing. That won't work. But what's the reality of everybody in the stock market following me? Probably not happening. All right, XRP intraday, 2.2405. Doge daily has not changed. The intraday has dropped a little bit. 0.18999. All right, and Solana, it was down at 105. They sold at 172 up here, and intraday is at 159.52 right there. All right, let's get into mapping out the trades now for them. Creating that entry and exit just like you would for a road trip, right? You're going to go at a certain point. I also have these green lines right here that shows us 70% of the volume from the beginning of the trading day for the commodities and futures and crypto. That's going to be the night before. For stocks, I'm looking in particular at the US stock market. So that's going to be starting at 4 a.m. Here we go. The lower bound is 107.020. We could bring this to 107 here, 107,000. Or up above 108.60. Let's do 108.80. There we go. We've got smaller little gaps and targets here, but above 108.500, there's a bigger move of 300 points there if you wanted to be more conservative. So 107 and 108.80. That'll give you roughly $120. All right. Ethereum. Also, if you guys have any stocks or crypto you want me to check out, put it in the comments, the notifications, anything like that, and I will be happy to give you my opinion on it. All right, let's go here. 27.15 for lower bound for Ethereum. I know Asif is a crypto trader. Asif, do you share it in your crypto worlds that you trade in? Let's do 27.70. 27.70 and wrong way. 27.15 and 27.70. And if you guys catch me making a mistake, please correct me, because I don't want this going out with me showing that something that I did incorrectly. I'm human. I make mistakes, especially in typing and talking. And all right, 2.22 for the lower bound for XRP and 2.25. All right, let's go to Doge. All righty. So over here, we're still above the big money. Pulling back a bit. Where is that? I gotta totally took that off the chart. All right, big money is between 0.18844, but we'd likely want to go below this camera over here, 0.187 or above. We have the big money here, all the way up there. I'm going to bring it down here. Oh, again, I don't know how I did that. Oh, I got to do this right here, 0.1905. So I'm going to miss you guys tomorrow because I have something at my kids' school. 1 week left of school. They've got a performance. So that's part of the beauty of being a trader, right? You're able to say, hey, I got to go be present. There's nothing more valuable than family. Well, I mean, in my opinion, everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? That's my opinion. 157.40 right there, and 160.50. Ethereum, some are highly expected for the ETF. 157.40 and 160.50. Let's look at the ETHE. All right. I'm going to post this. All right. So I want to do this. Let's go back for fun. Let's go back to the low and to the high. Yeah, I could see long term that they bring it up to 42.60 for the ETHE. Right now, the big move would be from 2057 to 28.73. I also use fibs. So I would use 28.73. How far out that's going to take? It didn't take long for it to come back down here. And you can see we've got, it's almost an inverted head and shoulders, but it's more like a cup and handle. And so we are in that breakout zone. However, it does need to move above over here. I'd say 23.50. If it moves above 23.50, a nice $3 move, in my opinion. All right, let's get into Oracle. Did I forget the C? I did. Forgot the C of consciousness. Oops, wrong one. This is too low float. I mean, too low energy. Let me log in here. All right, Oracle. How did I get to Google? All right, we're going energetic music now. This is too sleepy for me. All right. Oracle, big money is down here at 188.97. That is from last night. That leads me to be bullish on Oracle today, as long as we stay above that, right? Let's go 190 and 192.50. Piece of cake. All right, let's also look at our daily short volumes here. Also, interesting, right? I said, hey, let's check out and see. It's a Thursday. There was 1 week where they put out the cover on a Wednesday. It's very odd. So I keep checking now. Looks like they're getting ready for the bubble to pop. Is that happening now? Also, you know what? It just clicked. This is the financial district. What happened in the financial district? 2001. Are they looking for something to happen similar to create a bubble pop? All right, let's go here. Daily short volumes. ORCL, 49% on earnings. Voyage G, very low float, 35% short. The rest, 65% was long. GLD, 56% short. That could have a nice little short squeeze today as we see the dollar drop, the price of gold futures go up, and Novo Nordisk, Noval, NVO, 46%. All right. So potential squeezes, quick pops on gold and CRWV at open. Let's go on to Voyage G. All right. All right, so over here we have big money from the open of the IPOs at 57.61. We've got a Camarilla right here. Let's put this at 58.50 for potential short. Caution, this is super low float, so please, please, please be very careful. These low floats can have life-changing moves, good and bad. So 58.50 for potential short and 61. That's what I'm seeing for now. GLD for the ETF, moving up, testing a zone of the volume profile right at the moment. So if we close above 312, I'm anticipating a bigger move higher in gold and also the gold ETF. All right, let's put up 1312.50 or below. Big money's between 311.43 and 312.11. So we could bring it up here, 311 right there. All right, 311 and 312.50. Let's go to CRWV. All right, topping off here, slowing down, volume descending a bit, a little bit of growth right here, but we had big volume at the top. Let's just for fun, go from earnings right here, or from this breakout zone. I would watch 147.58. If it goes below there, good chance that it will go down and we'll see that bigger, heavier selling will show up. Sometimes they will delay 24 hours. So this could pop up and we could see that happen at open if they start reporting trades from yesterday. Is that possible? Yes, it is through market manipulation. All right, 151.50 and 154. Still above the big money overall for now. Novo Nordisk, big move up, potential to head on up to 84 right there. Big money today is between 79.40 and 80.34. Put this up here, 80.80 or down below 79.50. We have to go below that big money level. Otherwise, you could be fighting it, right? 79.80. Sorry, 79.50. All right, let's move on over to OKLO. Pulling back today. Biggest mover yesterday. Pulling back today. Big money on the big picture is still below us for the intraday so far. Let's make sure we get it from 4. There we go. So we can see big money's between 63.60. So we got to bring that down over here. Let's go 63.40 or above 64.50. 63.40, 64.50. All right, let's go to IonQ. Ion Q big money 38.90 is the lower level, but we got to go below this. Let's go 38.78 or above over here 39.80. Big money levels at 58. Ooh, nice breeze today. All right, let's go to Circle. GameStop as well coming up next. Those big guys, they sold. All right, big money is between 114.25 down here. We could put it 114.50. I'm gonna say that I anticipate a bigger move for that to move up. Their big money levels at 115.11, and let's bring this down here 117.50 right there. So Circle 114.50 and 117.50. OKLO and Circle get a light yellow. That's a hey, caution, less than 100,000. I thought that Circle was, hold on, I thought Circle had, it says 84 million, but I think it's 32 million. And oh, they might have had the option to release more shares. I'll have to check the S1 on that. Just a caution on it. It's pricey. And you have the big money in between the two levels, so maybe they're positioning more. All right, let's go to GameStop. Anyone here for GameStop? Anyone want to check out what's going on? Look, they sold here this morning. Oh, yeah, they did. Oh, yeah, they did. Little rascals. Now it's at 23.67, but from earnings, they've moved it 23.66. 23.66. There you go. And it changes in real time. That's why I love it, right? It was up here. It actually was. Let's go back. It was up here, right? 25 came down. Now we've got to go below 23.20 over here. Oh, there we go. Hey, hey, hey. 23.66, 23.20, and 24. Negative. We can bring this. Yeah, 24. All right, let's go to Boeing. Anytime you hear Boeing with the airline in the drink, maybe this could be like, oh, door's about to slam. Get ready for it. It's coming from the wind. Oh, is it? There you go. 204.80. Let's make it 205. If it breaks above that level, that's where the big money had bought before. Maybe they just simply brought it down to buy more. So watch that 205 level today. That could take the Dow higher and also Boeing. And 196. 196 and 205. All right, yep, positioning. Look at that. Positioning on Boeing, GameStop, and Circle today. All right, let's get into the indexes. Any other ones? Let's check out Coinbase and Monster MicroStrategy. Oh, that's funny. All right, so hey, they took their most recent earnings up here, and we are also below. We're below 3/4 on Coinbase. To me, that is pretty bearish. My opinion. I would put it up above 248 for potential trade. That is also that downward trend test. We have a descending triangle, likely going to drop the bucket. And I would put it below over here, 244.50 for Coinbase. Let's go to MicroStrategy. MicroStrategy pulling back as well. We are still above this level, but below the 415 most recent earnings. And we have not been able to break out of this downward trend here. So looking at MicroStrategy for today, let's go above 381. Let's do 380.50. Or below 377.50. Boom. All right, let's go to the Dow. Any other stocks or cryptos you guys would like? put it in the chat. All right. Dow pulling back. Like I said, Boeing will affect this. So big money is down here at 426.71. This happens, that's where my line was too. Hey, okay. You want me to check out the hood? You got it. I'm messing with you, Renzo. 428.53. If we can go up above that 205 level on Boeing, let's see us break above 428.50 on the Dow. 426.50 and 428.53. All right, let's go to the hood. I'm messing with you. I had to make fun of that. I feel like Robinhood is more, instead of steal from the rich and give to the poor, it's steal from the poor and give to the rich. That's why they turned off the buy button. Wasn't that so nice of them? Mm-hmm. They just went off in the name of the good faith of the name. Rascals. All right, let's put it here. 73.80 for day trade, or below over here, 73 and 73.80. Right now we are above from earnings, so it's had a beautiful run. And right now that's the day trade levels. All right, the Russell. You guys are so quiet today. Maybe I have to actually add my, I think I got to log into Kick and log into Twitch for the streams to come over on the computer. I think. Okay, the Russell, let's do 212.50 right here. Better, stronger number than 212.40 or 211.50 over here. Big money is right there at 212.19. Okay, right there at the Camarilla. All right, 211.50 and 212.50. All right, let's go to the Qs. We are still above everything right here. But like I said, look at these covers. It almost looks reminiscent. It's like, if you were to blend the two together, Financial District pop. I don't know if they meant to do that on purpose. I mean, there are no real coincidences, right? They do it kind of all on purpose. Again, we had a reversal top here on the Qs, pulling back, hitting the 8 exponential. Maybe it's going to come down to the 15. We did break out of this trend right here. Said we would have a decision by Thursday the 12th. Well, they made that decision on Friday and took it higher. So let's see if we come back down and we close below this 526.50 mark and we see this flip above, then we're going down, right? It's, to me, that would become apparent and very, very clear. Okay, 531.80, big money's at 531.40 over here. Let's put it 530. 530, you can do a space. A space, are you talking about on Twitter once it's done? Once my book is done? Well, I could do a space, but I could also, oh, we just got some news, I'm guessing. Let's refresh. Let's go to today. Why are we popping? What is the news? Unemployment claims, 248. They're higher than expected. PPI numbers. So are they taking it higher to sell into the pop? Sell into the pop. 683. Nah, 601 is better. You could go for that 27 cents if you want to. All right, big money's at 598.80. Let's put it 598. 598 and 601. All right, I really like showing ASIF. I feel like so many men are also visual that it helps to have a visual aid, right? So that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed the live stream. And I'm going to be releasing my book, How to Trade Like a Billionaire, following the flow of big money. It's $11. I just have to figure out the sales aspect, the coordination of all of that in the back end while I'm waiting for Google to approve my book, and then it'll be on Google eBooks. So have an amazing trading day. Carpe Profit sees those profits one trade at a time. Check out my website, carpeprofit.com. And I will not see you tomorrow, but I will be releasing the book tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled, ready for the announcement, the tweet, the YouTube video, all that good stuff, TikTok video. If you are on TikTok, come on over. It's Airplane Jane. Give me a follow, please. I need to get that up to 1,000 so I can stream easily over there. Have an amazing day and a great weekend. Happy